Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' What's Crackin'. It's D-Boss here. React to this impressive vid. It's titled Kanye West Dark Secrets. Jeffree Star slept with Kanye. I know. Not Skeletor sleeping with Kanye. I don't know if I believe that, but alright. I guess he being messy and telling people he whatever. And then Shannon Sharpe sued. Monique warned him. Alright, let's see what's going on with these people. Let's watch. I know you fucking lying, Skeletor.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the impressive.
And I'm not even saying because I don't think Kanye would swing that way, because I could see him swinging that way, just not with fucking Jeffree Star.
Channel. Kanye West needs help, y'all, and that is not new. But recently, he started trending again when he made this shocking revelation about his childhood. He released a song called Cousin, and this is what he tweeted about it. He said, "This song is called Cousin, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for unaliving a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6. And
so I'm getting distracted because there's birds flying around and shit. I got hella windows in here and they were distracting me. Sorry.
Then we acted out what we saw."
Oh, wait, sorry. Whatever.
"Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's D till I was 14. First of all, I didn't want to know this.
I wasn't expecting us to go in that direction. I was just trying to make the connection with Jeffree Star, because that's what the, title says. But, oh my God.
I don't know. There's a lot of things about Kanye that I don't want to know, but I've learned against my own will. And this was definitely one of them. And the tweet was very disturbing, and it kind of made me wonder, was he older than his cousin when he was doing all of this with him? I understand that they both were underage, but if Kanye was actually older and he was the one who traumatized his own cousin, then that is unacceptable. And obviously, if he did something like that, he had to learn it from somewhere. And I don't think it was just from those magazines, personally. But this whole situation just kind of shows how deep Kanye's trauma and issues really are. And it also explains his behavior today. It explains why he is so fixated and addicted to sex. And
that's why a lot of people are fucked up, honestly, because this is pretty common. Like, family weird shit happening. When people are little, they do weird shit. Like, it's a very common thing. I've reacted to other videos where people have come out and revealed that they've had a similar experience. So this doesn't surprise me at all. I don't think he's lying at all. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that this happened to him.
He really desperately needs help, but I don't know if he really wants it. That's the thing. Kanye,
in that part, like, a lot of people go through some fucked up shit, okay? A lot of people have, terrible things that happen to them, but that's just not an excuse for you to be a horrible person. It's not an excuse for, for other people to be like, well, okay, well, this explains his behavior. Like, no, it doesn't. You are responsible for your own healing. Like, it wasn't your fault what happened to you, but you're responsible for, healing from that and moving on and being a good person, not being a chaotic shithead. Like, that doesn't excuse anything. So I don't know what was the purpose in him, revealing that. I don't know if he is looking for sympathy or what, but nah, this doesn't make me feel sorry for the current day Kanye, because get it together, work through it, heal, go to therapy. But of course, I feel bad for little Kanye. I feel bad that this occurred, of course, but he needs to get his shit together.
It's so stubborn
for himself, for his children. Like, it's ridiculous at this point.
Stubborn and prideful. He doesn't feel like anybody could tell him anything. He does what he wants, and that behavior is very destructive. Now, after Kanye admitted to this, people started having conversations about his sexuality. Azealia Banks claims to have insight about the industry, and she alleged this about Kanye. She said Kanye and Virgil were lovers. Elon Def got head from Kanye off that ketamine. Kanye is on one of them Diddy tapes. I believe it. Jay-Z was like, no homo. Trump was like, no homo. Travis was like, no homo. Drake was like, no thank you. Amber hit him with the strap. Kim thought she could, but vomited on his back and started crying.
What?
Chris yelled, "Cut!" Now, this tweet was wild. It sounds like Azalea was trolling, but I don't know. There might be some truth to some of what she said here. Also, the influencer Jeffree Star came out and claimed that, yeah, the rumors were true about him and Kanye. Now, if you don't know, there were rumors years ago that Jeffree Star and Kanye were sleeping together while he was living in Wyoming, and this caused the divorce between Kanye and Kim Kardashian.
I guess allegedly Jeffree Star has been sleeping with Kanye West, and that's why they're getting a divorce. Goodbye.
Jeffree, however, did come out and deny these rumors multiple times.
So don't try to come and say it was true
no,
now.
Jeffree Star is single, and I've never slept with Kanye.
Someone made rumors about me and Kanye, which
Correct.
is so stupid.
Untrue?
Yeah.
Completely untrue?
Very untrue. But I guess it made sense. I live in Wyoming. I live in Hidden Hills. Okay, we both live in the same area. It's the way it was mapped out, I guess.
Now Jeffree is changing his tune, and he tweeted this. Okay, F it.
All right, bye. When people do shit like this, I don't believe anything you're saying and fuck off. Like, I can't stand people who do this shit. Because it's like, were you lying then or are you lying now? I don't feel like even trying to figure it out. I'm just going to think it's all a lie. Shut up. Get away. Obviously, it can't all be a lie. One of them have to be true. But it's like, at this point, I don't even care and eat a dick. Like, I can't stand him.
Were true. You know what?
It just comes across like you trying to capitalize off of this and you trying to get clout from this situation. Bye.
I think he's trolling as well, to be honest. And I don't know why people are trolling and joking, because this is not a laughing matter. What Kanye admitted is absolutely disturbing, and he just needs help. Like, that's all I can say about that. The man needs some serious help. I will say Kim Kardashian tried with Kanye, and I criticize Kim sometimes, but real talk, she seems to be the only one who at least tried to get an intervention for him. And Tokyo Tony surprisingly took up for Kim. Now, you know Tokyo Tony and her daughter Blac Chyna have had some issues with the Kardashians in the past, but now Tokyo Tony is coming to Kim's defense, and the Neighborhood Talk posted this. Kim tried to help him. She cleared your debts. She loved you. Her mama got you the best doctors. You refused. This broke your marriage, and now the support system is gone. This is why he continues. His yes men put him against Kim because they did not want him to get help. They cannot take advantage of him if Kim is there. These people break your support system and then break you. Kanye. Please get help. He needs it. And another person who needs help is Shannon Sharpe. Shannon is actually being sued for $50 million by one of his ex-girlfriends. Now, the girlfriend in question is named Gabriella, and she accused Shannon of putting his hands on her. She accused him of being controlling and manipulative. She claims that he essayed her and battered her and also caused her to have emotional distress. She said that he forced himself on her multiple times, including anally, and she accused him of recording her without her consent or knowledge. And she brought up that whole incident that Shannon had with Michelle. Y'all remember that whole incident? Shannon accidentally went on IG Live and he was recording himself getting freaky with this woman named Michelle.
Please don't. We don't need to hear this.
That whole stunt Shannon pulled with Michelle was very, very messy. I don't believe it was an accident. I think Shannon planned it himself to bring publicity to this male-enhancing product that he was promoting. He probably thought it was going to be a good PR tactic, but it was absolutely messy. It made him look sloppy and unprofessional. And not to mention, it pissed off Gabriella because she was mad that he cheated on her with Michelle. Also, Gabriella used this incident to actually accuse him of recording her without her consent, and she also brought up other allegations against him as well. As I was looking at the details of this lawsuit, I kind of thought to myself, I don't know if I believe everything. I do kind of get the feeling that this is a cash grab, and once I saw that Tony Busby was representing her, I was like, yeah, this don't look good. Because you know Tony is good for extorting celebrities and trying to get them to settle with their accusers, even if they didn't do anything wrong. And he tried to do this to Jay-Z, but Jay-Z fought against it. He exposed the lies and the inconsistencies in the accuser's story, and he did sue for defamation and extortion. So with that being said, this whole case that Tony is bringing up against Shannon now does make me skeptical, especially when you consider the timing. I mean, they sued him right around the time he was about to sign a $100 million deal. Come on now, that is not a coincidence. And Gabriella never went to the police about her claims, but she's trying to get $50 million. I mean, listen, this whole thing seems like a cash grab. He probably cut her off, and now she's trying to get money. That is a possibility. Now, this is not to say that Shannon is innocent, because you can't really put anything past anybody. but I still need more receipts. Now, I was looking through the text messages between Shannon and Gabriella. From the looks of it, it seems like their relationship was consensual. It was also transactional. She was giving it up and Shannon was giving her money.
No, I'm not laughing at what she's saying. I'm laughing at this fucking clip. Impressive is messy.
And I didn't get the vibe that he was forceful or controlling at all, at least from looking at these text messages. Now, we don't really know exactly what's true and what's not true. What I do know is true is Shannon was doing race play, this weird race play with Gabriella. Now, Gabriella is not black, okay? But she kept begging him for black babies. She was like, I want you to put this big black baby in me. I want this baby.
Ew, a big black baby? What is that?
I want to have genetically gifted children. She kept asking for his sperm, saying she wanted that baby gravy in her. And I was just sitting there looking like, huh? Ew. These are the type of women that Shannon goes for? Like, really? And the fact that she's been even trying so hard to have his baby says enough in itself. Like, she clearly wants to get paid. She wants money. But it's just a turnoff to see that Shannon likes to be fetishized like that. I mean, that really made me look at him differently. And
I've been knew he gives heavy coon vibes. I'm not surprised. I remember reacting to a video where they talked about like his upbringing or whatever. He was like raised somewhere in the South, and there was some coon shit on that vid. I forgot what the details were, but whatever I saw in that vid and other vids, I definitely concluded that he's giving Uncle Tom coonish vibes. That's the vibe I get for sure.
Not like I had high expectations for him, but I would think that he at least had some standards and some self-esteem, but nope, I guess not. And Gabriella was also sending him other freaky text messages like this. I want to put my tongue in your hole and marry you. I want to be abused, daddy. Girl, what?
Daddy.
I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. She also said, tie me up like this and F me. So she wanted to be hog-tied, y'all.
I don't know how to hog-tie people. What would I hog-tie?
She also was asking him to pay her $25,000 for each butt cheek. I'm not even going to get into the rest of the text messages, but Shannon, her $25,000
for each booty cheek. You know what?
And for each butt cheek. I'm not even going to get into the rest of the text messages, but Shannon did respond to this lawsuit. And he said this lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney, Tony Busby, is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and it will not succeed. In her effort to extract a large financial settlement, Ms. Zuniga presented Mr. Sharpe with a secretly recorded video of a consensual sexual encounter. We believe the video has been heavily edited and taken entirely out of context, crafted to falsely portray a consensual act as non-consensual. Ms. Zuniga has refused to provide a copy of the full, unedited version of the recording to Mr. Sharpe's legal team. To set the record straight, we are releasing several of Ms. Zuniga's own explicit text messages to Mr. Sharpe that clearly indicate the nature of their relationship was consensual and sexual in nature, and in many cases initiated by her with specific and graphic requests. Contrary to the allegation she makes in her lawsuit, consensual sex continued until January 2nd, 2025, the day after she asked for $25,000 per cheek, as quoted above her text message to Mr. Sharpe. Shannon went on to deny ever R-ing Gabriella. He also said that Gabriella is trying to set him up so she could get a huge payday, and he will be fighting this case in court to defend his name. Now, I'm going to see how this whole thing unfolds. I still think this lawsuit is a money grab, and I don't think Shannon is guilty of what he was being accused of. But at the same time, I can't put anything past anybody, so I just have to wait and see what happens. But I will say this. Shannon put himself in this predicament.
Period. I was thinking that, like, if these are the type of people you want to lay down with, then can you be surprised? Somebody who would say these weird, disgusting things.
Like, Shannon doesn't know
race play is so fucking disgusting.
How to control himself, it seems. First, he went.
How are you getting off from the enslavement and discrimination of different people? Because when some people do race play, they like to incorporate like slavery in there. I'm your master. Like, just really weird, just disgusting shit. Like, you're sick in the head if that turns you on.
That Michelle incident, and that was sloppy on his part.
And if he into that, he's a fucking weirdo also.
Then he got caught slipping again, and now he's caught up in this whole lawsuit. And see, things like this is what sets Shannon back. He's just too old to be going around dealing with young escorts like this. I mean, he's in his 50s, and Gabriella was like 19, 20 when they started dating.
Oh my God.
He has no business with his
sick.
old self dating somebody that young. And see, Shannon needs to understand that these women, especially these non-black women, don't like him for him. They would not give him the time of day if he didn't have money.
I'm sure he has daughters that are much older than that. That's weird.
And see, Monique tried to tell him. She was trying to warn him to get somebody that actually likes him for real.
You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the night.
All right, he ain't gonna do all that. Date who you want, but to be in your 50s and dating a literal teenager, that's disgusting. I don't care if it's the oldest teenager. 19 and in your 50s, that's nasty.
Time, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get your old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
I mean, Monique tried to tell him. She tried. If he found somebody to settle down with, he wouldn't be in this predicament now. He's a public figure. He has a lot of money. He has an important job. He has too much to lose, and he can't just be out here doing anything and everything. Even if he doesn't want to get married, he could at least find a long-term partner and just be satisfied with that. But no, he wants to be out here in these streets, and then he gets surprised when he gets caught up in situations like this. He had a $100 million deal on the line, a $100 million deal, and now the whole deal is jeopardized because he's caught up in this lawsuit. It's really messy, and Shannon has nobody but himself to blame. But anyway, tell what you all...
Well, that's on you, brother. If these are the type of people that you want to deal with, then hey, you get what you get. Don't feel bad for him at all. As far as Kanye goes, I mean, what else is new? He clearly does need help. But is he going to get it? Probably not. And we're going to just keep getting random information like this from him. I don't think he's lying about this at all, though. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you've been watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.